Hello guys, Alvarp here. We are playing Scrolls right now, or actually we're going to be, and the reason I've decided to do that now is because a new little update just came out and it is Judgement, and there's a bunch of other stuff that just got added in, but I'm going to check this out. So, it costs 1,000 to get Judgement. So someone just posted in chat, but that's fine. It costs 1,000 to join. So I just joined, and how it works is it's a little bit reminiscent of an MTG draft, and so you pick one, and you have 45 rounds. And so basically, what I'm gonna do to build a deck is just pick stuff, and I think I'm gonna try to go for low cost cards so I can have something that starts early. So just gonna go through these low cost and obviously still good cards. Try to have maybe one major. So this is solid, and then if I can keep the colors down. Oh wow, I'm getting good luck. I like these cards. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a bit of every color in this, but I think that if I can, kind of limit the amount of varying in the cost, it's okay. Alliance with one attack or less gain Slayer. Sure. So I guess this is going to be primarily red and red and black or purple. I guess it's purple. Yeah. So what does this do? I don't have too many automations. It's gonna be hard to get set up, so we're gonna go for this. So yeah, I'm gonna play. It's 5 games. I'm probably gonna play them, and then but that's gonna be. I'm gonna commentate over that later. For now, this is just me deck building. Who knows? You might even get a couple of. Oh yes, we can get 2 of those. But for now, you're just gonna see me doing this, which might be kind of boring. But I'm going to talk, so that makes it interesting. Oh, that's right. They also So in the update, they just dropped the cost of Bitterroot, which just now makes it a very viable card. And I don't even have a Harvester in normal mode, but I know it's still a solid card. Countdown is 2 or more. You end your turn. You may draw a scroll. That's actually really solid. We're probably not gonna get too many Resonant Helms in play, and this has been a really nice solid clutch card. Yuck. And with 1 though. I mean, that's a solid. Yeah, that's a solid 1-drop. Nutrition's no longer great because they made it no longer great. But let's just go for the Frostbeard. Another one of these guys. And then a Copper Automation. I like them, even though they're kind of meh. You have to use them as snipers. Most of the players I'll see them just use it as a quick way to drop cards. But what I've kind of learned from the game is you can get your opponent's idols down, but in the end, what matters is if you have control over the board. So even if my opponent's blown up 2 of my 3 creatures that I have, if I can have the entire board, or yeah, if my opponent's blown up 2 of the 3 idols they have to get rid of, then that doesn't really matter, versus if I haven't killed any of their idols, but I can still, but I can still have the entire board, then I have a bit of a 1-up on them because it's easier to kill them. And that's kind of what it... Ooh. That might be interesting. I'm kind of curious of how good that card is. Another Bitterroot. I like that new update to it. And now we're getting crappy-ish cards. Okay, that could be useful for setting up early. This has been a solid card for me, even though I don't know how. What are you? Comes into play 2 me. Yeah, what that'll do is it'll mess up my draw, and you have to have more than 1, so that's a very bad card in my opinion. This card numerically is bad, but it's actually, again, it's a good way just to kind of put pressure on your opponent. Solid 1-drop right there, and then we're just gonna kind of slowly go through this. Right, this I like using this a lot with the what's Swing's Captain? With I like using it with the Ilmaia Radiator, which is somewhere around here. They work really nicely together because what'll happen is it gains 1. Countdown becomes 0. All adjacent soldiers. Right, soldiers too specific. And then New Orders has been exceedingly reliable. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some deck building, and hopefully I'll be able to go through the concepts. So I think already what we're seeing is that it's a 30-card deck, and so it's going to be definitely primarily going to be red and black, which is nice. I like that. So 30 cards. So that means we basically. I mean, I'm going to look over everything. In fact, I think we're just going to toss it all in here, and then we're going to go over it in a little bit. And the other thing we got to remember is the order them by cost, because this way we can kind of get a sort of curve. So because of the way the game accelerates, for instance, these are later game cards, and then so the good thing is all of them cost 3 or less, which means we can get set up really nice and quickly. And then, for instance, this is going to be great because energy and black. Languid's always been a solid card. This is going to be good because I'm sure there's going to be more structures because of the weaker cards that most people have. I screwed up and got. Oh, you can have 4 of one card. Dust Runners, I hate them so much, and it's a very good card. I hate them being played against me, of course. And then let's just chuck in this. We gotta be able to take out creatures. Stalling power. And so I'm kind of just gonna. If you can't tell what I'm doing already, I'm basically going through it. I like this card sucks. I like this card sucks. And then certain cards that are just necessary for killing people and stuff like that. So there, and then Ember Bonds, yeah. And then what do you do? Countdown 2. And so this looks bad, but so what I'm seeing in this card is that I use him in combination with where is it? It's the one where they all get Slayer for a turn. This one. Those two are going to be really nice. It's going to be a good way to kind of put pressure on an opponent. And then this is going to, again, just basic creature elimination. And then get our 2 little snipers in the way. Good way to finish people off. And then I guess this is going to be another form of creature control with this. And so, I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to go with the Wicked Being, but kind of not. I think I'm going to go with this. And so we got our 30 card deck together, which is what you need for, whatchamacallit, for Judgment. Or so I remember anyway. And so, we're just going to save. And we will call this, I don't know, Hyper, because it's energy. HyperPoking for decay, because that's basically what poking is in decay. So, to begin using this deck, hit the Judgment thing on the arena. So we're just gonna hop in here. So we have 5